you may have heard during that conversation some noise from Brockman over there at his desk. Because we do have breaking baseball news.
Makes no sense.
It's not the Yankees. It's not the Dodgers. Craig Counsel is leaving the Brewers to take over, Brockman, as the new manager of
the Chicago Cubs.
So David Ross, who
has a manager,
almost got this team into the postseason. Second half turnaround, went down to the final weekend, right? If I recall correctly.
Right.
Like, played over their heads. David Ross is out a full month after he managed his last game. And the guy up the street who was under contract is leaving his job and taking your job within the division.
Did I
get that right?
Yeah, I'm at a loss.
Did I get that all right?
I'm at a loss for words. I don't believe this.
I got that all right, right?
Yeah.
It's almost, I mean, I'm trying to compare it to something. I mean, let's just take the Giants and Eagles. We're going to do a hypothetical here. Let's say that the Giants and Eagles, the Giants coach, they lost week 18. They had a nice season, totally played over their heads, but didn't make the playoffs. He's under contract. Everyone's happy. Then all of a sudden, the Eagles coach takes his job in division after the Eagles let him out of the contract. Maybe that's not the right analogy.
But that's basically what happened. I mean, they're rivals, right? Brewers and Cubs are rivals, interdivision rivals. It's like Nick Sirianni being like, I'm going to go coach the Cowboys.
Are you cool with that? Okay, cool. Brewers made the playoffs. Cubs did not. Cubs finished one game back in the wild card. One. So they almost got in. The Brewers' October ended early.
Got swept.
Then the Brewers said, we'll let you look around. And then he's going down the tri-state to Wrigley to take that guy's job.
But he was rumored for the Mets job, right? TJ, and they end up hiring Carlos Mendoza.
A Yankees coach who hasn't managed in, say, 15 years since the low minors. Wow.
So confused.
But there was like a 20-minute window there after Ken Rosenthal first had the story. And the story was that Craig Counsel's leaving the Brewers, which you knew might have been likely at this point because they were letting him interview elsewhere.
Right.
Craig Counsel's leaving the Brewers. It's not going to be the Mets. He's taking somebody else's job. And then there's a 20 minutes. You're like, wait a minute, is it the Dodgers? Is it the Yankees? I mean, who could it be? Stephen Vogt was named the manager of the Guardians this morning. They had also spoken to Craig Counsel. So that was like kind of the first domino to fall here, right? And then the Mendoza to the Mets. And then Craig Counsel, well, not the Guardians, and he was a long shot there. Not the Mets. That one seemed a little bit more likely. But he's leaving to take the Cubs job. I mean, it's just bonkers. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So there's that.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.